Start the meeting. Yes. All right. Good to see you all and welcome to today where we will talk about the impulsive thoughts that everyone has. And it's a funny thing with our brain and our thoughts because not many people are working with their thoughts. And today I will show you how we can work intelligent with our mind in a way so we can get a better life. So that's what everything will be about today. My name is Søren, and I have developed the program Nordic Mindsets. And every day I work with the psychology. I love psychology, where we can change our thoughts and we can change our minds. And the funny thing is that your mind only have one source to information, and that's you. So, for example, if you tell your mind, I look very horrible, I look so bad, I'm really stupid to look at, your mind doesn't have any opinion. It just swallow what you say and it will always believe in you. So if you say it's very dangerous to go into a bus because probably everyone will look at me, your brain only have your source to information and it will believe you. So no matter if you tell your brain right things, false things, stupid things, good things, whatever you tell your brain, it will always believe you. So you have actually a very huge responsibility for every kind of information that you are giving into your own brain. So let me ask you, what kind of information do you provide your brain with? Is it good thoughts? Is it good opinions? Is it wonderful things? Is it beautiful things? Or is it negative things? Anyways, you have around 90,000 thoughts every day. Imagine if one thought is one ball. Now you have 90,000 balls in your head. If you have a good thought, a beautiful thought, let us say this thought will be a white ball. If you have a negative thought or a bad thought, let's say that thought will be a black ball. Now we take all your balls from your brain, 90,000 of them, and we put them down into a jacuzzi. How many of those balls will be black in your brain? And how many of your thoughts will be white? What kind of thoughts do you produce who is good for you? And what kind of thoughts do you produce that is very bad for you? Thoughts that doesn't give anything good into your life. I think too many people have too many negative thoughts. They are feeding their brain with negative stuff. And that's why we need to work with our mindset. We need to take responsibility for ourselves. We really need to understand how can we change our own thoughts, and we need to understand how can we help other people to change their thoughts. So your thoughts is triggered by everything around you. Your thoughts is triggered by sounds, image, experiences, memories, smells, and whatever you put your mind and body into, it will have an effect on your thoughts. But if a thought should live, and some thoughts will live, some thoughts will die. If a thought should keep living, you need to feed that thought with your time, with your focus, and with your energy. If you remove your energy, your focus, your time from a thought, it will die. So you can actually decide what kind of thoughts you want to have in your brain. Because if you feed the good thoughts, more thoughts will come of the good part, or the white balls. If you're feeding and spend time with all the negative thoughts, all the black balls, you will feed them and they will develop and they will increase and they will fill more in the jacuzzi. So if you want a good life, as you probably will, you really need to understand the way to the good life is to take control over your own thoughts. Really be responsibility. Have a responsibility of what kind of thoughts do you focus on every day. I make it easy for myself. So every time I wake up, I don't wake up to a clock who says, I always have good music from the start of my day. My clock is very beautiful music. It's classical music. Sometimes it's a little bit trance. I love both rhythms. So when I wake up, I am always in good mood. My house, my home is always beautiful. So when I open my eyes, the first thing I'm gonna see is my aquarium. It's a huge saltwater aquarium. And I love to wake up to a positive mindset. My house is cleared, it's clean. And when I wake up, I have a plan for the day. I know what to do. My clothes is there and it's ready. So I make it more easy for myself to have positive thoughts. I surround myself with people who lift me up, people I share values with, people who love me as I am, people who I spend time with and have fun with. And I don't have anyone in my life who are too negative or have a lifestyle I can't stand in for. So I think when we want to have a good life, we need to understand the good life come in one condition, and that is only if we have a certain control over our thoughts and mindset. For every thought you have in your mind, you will create a kind of neural pathway. It will be a kind of road that your mindset will go through, because your mind will always follow your leads. You are like a captain, so you will always decide which direction you should go in every day. You decide if you're gonna focus on all the bad stuff in life or all the negative or the good stuff. You're in charge. You're the one. So in my life, I have taken responsibility for my life. Every time I wake up, I have a lot of good food. I read probably a good book. I start my day to do something positive. Most of the time is exercising. I walk with my dogs, and yeah, I create good habits for myself. I surround myself with good people. I don't look at the negative stuff on the telly. I surround myself with colleagues who want to make a better world. I have my 40 days plan where I have a lot of funny things, a lot of beautiful things to spend time on with people I love. So I have designed my own life. I don't let any random negative thoughts go into my mind. And if they come, once in a while they do, I always make sure I don't give them time, I don't give them my energy, and I don't give negative thoughts my focus. I actually just think on something else. I think about the things I want to think about. I don't have random thoughts to overtake my beautiful mindset, because I know that if anyone negative would go into my mind, it will have my focus. So every day, I always make sure that no thief will come in and steal my joy. When when you are in the traffic, for example, driving in the car, and somebody is stupid in the on the road, if he can go into your mind and make sure that you are irritated or maybe negative or maybe give him your finger, then actually he is in control of your mindset. And that's one of the big deals here on planet Earth, that too many people allow random people around them to go into their mindset and set a new standard. It will never happen in my life. I will always make sure that nobody, even in the traffic, even politicians, even in the television about the news, no negative stuff can go in and have a control of what I'm thinking and how I feel and so on, because I will never let them steal my joy. So it's not about me today. Maybe it's more about you. How many of the black balls do you have in your life? Why are they there? What are the inspiration to focus on all the black balls, all the negative stuff in your life? What can you do about it? What kind of life can you create for yourself? Who can give you a guarantee or make sure that you have more white balls than black balls in your life? What kind of people do you surround yourself with? Do you have positive mindset people in your life? What kind of sport or activities do you have? Is it something who make you feel good? Or do you have things in your life who overtake all the joy and all the positive stuff and maybe are resolving in negative things in your life? Thoughts can change. Thoughts are sometimes random. We cannot decide which kind of thoughts who will come, but you can decide which thoughts you want to lean onto. So therefore, you really need to take responsibility for your own life, for how you spend time on the good stuff in your life. So let me give you some questions. How much time have you spent on toxic thoughts in your past month or even in the past week? How many hours have you allowed yourself, your brain, to focus on all the black balls in your life? Maybe you should consider, if you have spent too much time on all the negative thoughts, maybe you should ask yourself, who has the responsibility for my thoughts? Who has the responsibility to focus on the right stuff in my life? Things who really give me value and joy instead of things who steal my joy. What negative impact have negative thoughts in your life? What kind of things are negative thoughts stealing in your life? Think about it. What kind of negative things will negative thoughts steal from you in your life? If you focus on the people who doesn't treat you good, maybe an old colleague, maybe a neighbor, every hour you spend thinking of that person will steal your joy. And you cannot change anything by thinking of it anyway. So why spend too much time on things we cannot change? How much time will you spend on negative thoughts in the future? And if you don't want to produce more black balls, what kind of plan would you have to prevent that? Sometimes we should ask ourselves those questions, because it's not willpower who's going to change your thoughts, because thoughts are in our neural pathways. They are programmed into our mindset. And if you want to change them, you really need to realize that you need not to listen to your thoughts, but you need to speak to your thoughts. You need to speak to your own brain. You need to proclaim unto your own brain. And that you can, for example, say, I don't want to spend time thinking about the bad situation on work anymore. Because if you have spent too much time thinking about all the bad stuff at your work, maybe you have produced too many black balls in your life. And then you need to tell your brain, speak to your brain, from today on, I don't want to think about my job situation, because I don't change anything by thinking of it. So now you need to decide, what should you think about instead? Maybe make a plan. Then you make a new neural pathway. And every time your mind will try to get you thinking about all the negative stuff in your life, you will work against it. And you'll talk to your brain and say, hey, now I feel you go to my old neural pathways, because you think that's fine, but it's not fine anymore. I don't want to go out of the negative path in my life. I want to spend time, make a plan, and follow that plan for my work. And your mind will be in resistance. It would love to just keep on thinking about all the negative stuff. So you need to talk to your brain. You need to talk to your thoughts. You need to set new standards. You need to tell your mind about the new plan, what you're going to think about and why and how. And your mind will be in resistance. Maybe for 1 week, maybe for 2 weeks. But after maybe 2 weeks, And after you have been speaking to your brain for a while, you'll realize that your brain actually will listen to you. Because when it starts to go out of the new neural pathway, where you make plans for your work and just bitching about it, your brain will realize actually it's a good way. It gives me good moods, and I am more happy to go with the new neural pathways. And then suddenly you have created a new plan for your life. You have created a new neural pathway in your brain, and you're going now in another direction. So when I have negative thoughts in my life, it could be, for example, an old friend who doesn't treat me good. I could spend hours thinking about that in my old days. But when I tell my brain I don't want to do it anymore, I have spent too much time thinking about it, I cannot change it anyway, by thinking about it anyway. So now, instead of thinking about it, I will make a plan how I can talk to my friend about it. And my brain still wants to just think about it, but I don't listen to my thoughts. I'm talking to my thoughts. And I tell my brain, no, I don't want to spend one more second thinking about how he treated me bad. I want to spend more time, make a plan of how I can deal with it by talking to him. I want to write a letter, and then I want to read the letter 5 times, and then I want to call him or visit him or talk to him about this situation. So my brain will be in resistance. My brain will love just to think, just to worry, just to overthink, overanalyze, and so on. But I'm the leader. I'm the captain. So I decide I don't want to spend time on that anymore. When you do that, you actually are changing your brain. Your old neural pathways, you refuse that your thoughts will go in that direction again. And then you create new neural pathway, new habits in your life. And you are in process of making new habits, new neural pathways. And when you go in another direction, who are more positive, who are more beautiful, who make better results, your brain will realize after 1 or 2 weeks, that actually is very smart. Let's go in that direction instead. And after maybe 1 week, maybe after 2 weeks, your brain will be relieved. It will not go in the other direction anymore because you have told your brain, you have been the leader, you have been the captain, you have shown your brain a new way, and you are walking this way by purpose. You are walking this way every day. You're writing that letter. Instead of thinking about it, you are writing a letter. You are making progress. You are making a plan. You ask your friend to have a meeting with you, maybe in 2 weeks, and then you're going in the new direction. You have made now a new pathway. So the way we are changing our brain in the Nordic mindset is not just by thinking about stuff. No, we create new neural pathway through our will, through our plan, through our time, and we don't spend time on all the negative thoughts. All the black balls, we will never give them our time. We will never give them our focus. We will never give them our energy. We will not live by random thoughts. No, we will live by the good stuff in our life. We will make plans. We will have surroundings. We will have people around us who will make it easier for us to have a life fulfilled with very beautiful thoughts. So this worksheet is about impulsive thoughts. They will come. They will be there. You cannot prevent it. But you can decide which thoughts you want to spend your time on. That's up to you. Don't let random negative thoughts steal your joy. Don't give your good mood away to a random person in the traffic. Make sure that you are the leader for your thoughts. Make sure that you tell your brain, the truth. And when your brain is having fantasy, getting nervous, you'll be the leader and talk to your brain. And like you will do with a friend or with a colleague, you will make sure if you are the boss, they don't give it any time, don't give it any attention. You'll talk to your colleague, you'll talk to your friends and call them down. You need to do the same with your own brain. Your brain depends on your leadership. If you want to have a positive life, you need to understand you will be the great leader for your own mindset, for your own thoughts. And that is what this mindset tool is about. So I hope that you got a little inspiration today, because Michael couldn't be here today. He is to a very important meeting. So it was a pleasure that I could spend a little time with you. So if any one of you have a question, please let me know, or maybe a comment. So please come with a comment or a question if you have one. You can also write it. We have a chat. I'll look into the chat. No comment yet. Yeah. And it's good to see you. It's a long time ago I've been here. And I look forward to come to Uganda, to Spain, to Italy, around the world, and spend time with all of you beautiful, beautiful people. Yeah, powerful session. Thank you. Thank you, Rosanna. Fantastic message. Thank you, everyone. Cool. It's good to hear you. This message will be recorded. Michael will make sure that it will come to our YouTube channel. Yes. Hello.
Thank you. Grazie, thank you. It was wonderful.
Thank you very much.
It's very difficult to put in practice, but it's really wonderful.
It takes time.
Yes, exactly.
It takes time. But let's take one thought at a time. So when we have this negative thought about our body, or about our house, or about our friendships, or whatever, the work, take one thought at a time and make sure that you show your brain a new way of thinking. Don't allow your brain to just keep going out to the negative pathways. Always present a new way for your brain. Many people are thinking that our brain hates changing. That's not right. Our brain loves to be presented for the new future. It loves to be presented how we can do it also. It loves to have information. So if you see and realize you have going out of a wrong pathway, just present a new and better pathway. Give some comments, give some arguments why it should be a better way. And your brain will actually be more, relaxed in the changing process. What about you, Bodja? Please ask or give a comment. Good to see you. And good to see you, friends.
Sorry, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you all. It has been a very nice session. So I wanted to also share my experience on how I reframe all my thoughts in my days. And definitely there are some habits that we have in also a Nordic mindset, like the conversations that we have not only with ourselves, but the conversation that we have with other people. So I'm starting to be very with having no tolerance with people that just talk about problems and they just want to see negative things around their lives or even my life. So every time I start thinking that I'm gonna meet this person and they're gonna start telling me negative things, I try to diminish the time that I spend with them. Thinking, okay, I am just gonna hear this for like a couple of minutes, 5 minutes, and then I'm just gonna change the conversation and focus on other stuff. It's very important. I've been trying to change my circle a little bit, depending on which people is definitely talking about doing greater things and having fun and are positive, and people that are just talking about other people and negative stuff, then just taking them off my circle of people, So all these things are very important. The habits and the brain responds pretty well when we make it step by step. We change our habits.
Yeah, actually,
and the things that surround us also.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And remember, everyone, Nordic mindset is an easy psychology because it's life principles. And when you get a new mindset tool, it's not things you just should do for 1 week. When you get a new mindset tool, you should actually do it for the rest of your life. You should follow that principle for the rest of your life. So when we have clients, somebody asked about clients. When we have clients, don't mind about their past. We don't use time looking at people's past. We are telling people, we are giving them a recipe how to think more clear, how to think more wisely. So just present one mindset tool at a time, teach them to make a simple principle, and then let the process start, because they will change when they live after our new principles. So a principle of today's session could, for example, be you cannot change which thoughts are coming into your brain, but you can decide which thoughts you want to lean into. You can decide which thoughts you want to give your time, your energy, and your focus. So the principle here is only give time, only give your focus, time, energy on the good stuff in life, or the white balls. And don't give 1 second to all the negative stuff. It doesn't deserve your time. It doesn't deserve your energy, because then you lose it. Yeah, a simple principle for this mindset tool. Beautiful, everyone. Good to see you. And I look forward to see you again. And soon we will have great big conferences all around the world. We will work into that next year. So we really do hope to see you also in live sessions where we can meet on a conference. It will be fantastic. And good to see you, Francie. We want to join you to your next trip to Brazil soon. It could be wonderful. Cool, everyone. Okay, thank you for today's session. I look forward to see you again.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Soren.
Thank you so much.
Everyone.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.